Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Nick Aldis appears to have all but confirmed the end of WWE Superstar's in-ring career. The SmackDown general manager hinted at Kevin Owens' future. The prizefighter dropped a bombshell announcement on SmackDown last night when he announced that he has been dealing with a pretty serious neck injury for the last 4 months. However, it wasn't until this week that he found out he needed neck surgery. The timing of his injury couldn't be worse, as he was set to face Randy Orton at WrestleMania 41. The scheduled match is now off the table, leaving the Viper's role at the show shows up in the air. As for Owens, he said he was unsure when he would be fortunate enough to get back in the ring again. Nick Aldis subtly spoiled that Kevin Owens may never be able to wrestle again. Although he didn't name-drop Owens, his promo came off as if he was talking about KO. Here's what the WWE SmackDown general manager had to say last night. Speaking on the My Mom's Basement podcast, Kevin Owens revealed that he jacked up his neck during a regular match back in January this year. The prizefighter went into detail about what measures he took to find out the seriousness of the injury. Neck injuries are often seen as career-ending for wrestlers. Bigwigs like Edge, Paige, Sting, Daniel Bryan, and Steve Austin, just to name a few, have lost several years of their careers after neck injuries. Of course, they all came back, but on a relatively lighter schedule. Will Kevin Owens make a miraculous return? Only time will tell. As for now, fans may have very well seen the last of him in a WWE ring. He last wrestled his best friend Sami Zayn at WWE Elimination Chamber in front of their home crowd of Canada. In the ever-evolving world of professional wrestling, stories of injury, retirement, and comebacks are common themes. However, once in a while, a tale arises that transcends the usual retirement speculation, catching the attention of fans, wrestlers, and even those on the business side of the industry. One such case appears to be surrounding a WWE star whose wrestling career might be over before anyone expected it. Recently, Nick Aldis, one of the most respected professional wrestlers on the independent circuit and former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, made comments that raised eyebrows within the wrestling community. Aldis, who has had an up-and-down relationship with WWE, gave an interview where he hinted at a troubling future for one of WWE's most beloved stars. In a conversation laced with concern and reflection, Aldis seemingly confirmed that this particular WWE star might never return to the ring. But who could this be? The story we're about to dive into examines all the clues, the context surrounding the potential retirement, and the whispers that have been circulating within the locker rooms of both WWE and other promotions. This star's journey is filled with triumph, but also with injuries, setbacks, and personal challenges that make this news even more impactful. The WWE star, a glimpse of greatness. Before delving into the possibility of a career-ending injury or condition, it's essential to understand the star in question. This individual is someone who has captured the hearts of fans worldwide, someone who, for years, has been considered a key player in WWE's global dominance. This star has experienced the highs of championship glory, the thrill of massive pay-per-view matches, and the adulation of fans chanting their name at the top of their lungs. Yet, despite this success, there have always been whispers about the toll the sport takes on the human body. Professional wrestling is no joke, and the physical demands of the industry leave even the most elite athletes battered and broken in ways that fans often fail to see. The WWE star we're discussing has been no stranger to injuries, with several notable incidents that have caused concern within the WWE universe. Over the years, fans have been introduced to this athlete's charisma, talent, and resilience. Whether they've been a beloved babyface, a fierce antagonist, or a character caught somewhere in between, this star has consistently delivered when it mattered most. But with success has come the inevitable physical strain. The injuries have started to add up, those nagging problems that won't go away no matter how much rest or rehab one puts into them. Aldis' cryptic comments. What did he say? Nick Aldis, in a recent interview, opened up about the pressures of being a professional wrestler, and in doing so, made some pointed comments about the future of this WWE star. Aldis is a seasoned veteran, having been in the business for nearly 2 decades, and as such, his insights into the long-term toll that wrestling takes on the human body carry a certain weight. His words seem to indicate that this WWE star might have reached the end of their career, potentially for reasons that go beyond personal choice. I've seen it before, where wrestlers hit a point in their career where their body simply can't keep up anymore. Some of these guys push through injuries for years, but eventually there's a tipping point. For some, it's not a matter of wanting to wrestle. It's about whether their body will allow them to do so. Aldis stated during the interview, "These remarks could be interpreted in many ways, but they certainly seem to hint at a specific individual who has been struggling with a career-threatening issue." While Aldis didn't outright name the WWE star, the clues pointed to someone whose body has been under immense strain for a prolonged period. The rise of the WWE star, from humble beginnings to superstar. To understand the weight of Aldis' comments, we need to take a trip down memory lane. This WWE star didn't burst onto the scene as a household name. Instead, they worked tirelessly, honing their craft in the lower tiers of WWE before finally getting their break. It was a journey that included years of grueling work, countless hours spent in the gym, and matches that saw this star evolve into a main event attraction. Fans remember the early days, when this star was still finding their footing in the ring, only to later blossom into one of WWE's most marketable athletes. Their talent, charisma, and storytelling ability turned them into a fan favorite, capable of putting on some of the most memorable matches in WWE history. Their rise coincided with WWE's expansion into international markets, and they quickly became one of the faces of the company's global brand. From WrestleMania appearances to high-profile feuds with some of WWE's top talents, this WWE star's journey seemed destined for greatness. But along the way, there were signs that all was not well beneath the surface. The injuries pile up, a history of struggles. Like many wrestlers, this WWE star's career has been marred by injuries. Some have been minor, while others have been far more serious. A torn ACL, a busted shoulder, chronic neck issues. These are just a few of the ailments that have plagued this superstar over the years. However, the most concerning of these injuries may be the ones that are less visible but far more damaging over time. Chronic pain, recurring issues with joints, and the toll that multiple concussions can have on a wrestler's body are all part of the reality of the profession. And as much as WWE stars want to push through the pain for the sake of their fans, there comes a time when the body simply can't continue. Aldis, in his interview, reflected on how some wrestlers keep pushing despite the damage they're doing to themselves in the process. "It's a dangerous game," he remarked. And sometimes even the best wrestlers have to take a step back and think about their long-term health. This sentiment could very well be a reflection of the challenges this WWE star has faced in recent years. The pressure to continue performing, coupled with the physical toll, may have led this individual to reconsider their future in the squared circle. The mental toll, more than just physical pain. What fans often fail to recognize is the mental and emotional toll that wrestling can take on a performer. The long travel schedules, the stress of high expectations, and the relentless pressure to perform can all lead to burnout, both physically and mentally. The WWE star in question has been open about struggles with mental health in the past, and while they've continued to push through, it's clear that the weight of it all has taken its toll. In his interview, Aldis noted how the grind of professional wrestling could wear down even the most mentally tough athletes. Wrestling isn't just a physical sport, it's a mental one too. It can eat away at you slowly. Sometimes it becomes less about wanting to wrestle and more about just trying to keep going, even when your heart's not in it anymore. This statement, while not directly naming any individual, felt incredibly poignant given the context of the star's ongoing struggles. There have been murmurs within the WWE locker room about this star's state of mind, with some close to them suggesting that retirement might not be far off, perhaps not due to a lack of desire, but because the wear and tear have simply caught up. The announcement, will we hear it soon? While Aldis did not confirm the identity of the WWE star in this interview, The speculation continues to grow. Wrestling fans are known for being quick to pick up on hints and clues, and there are several reasons why this specific WWE star has been at the center of these discussions. Rumors about the potential retirement of this star have been circulating for months, with various reports suggesting that they've been dealing with ongoing injury issues that might eventually force them to retire. With Aldis' comments further fueling the fire, it's likely that an official announcement could be coming sooner rather than later. Of course, it's important to note that just because a wrestler's body is showing signs of wear doesn't necessarily mean they'll walk away from the ring. Some stars manage to continue wrestling despite significant injuries, finding ways to adapt their style to minimize the risk. Others choose to step back entirely, opting for a new career path or a different role within the wrestling world. However, the key question remains, is this WWE star at the point where their body will no longer allow them to continue? Or will they make a triumphant return, defying the odds? Conclusion: a new era for WWE. Nick Aldis' cryptic comments may have confirmed what fans have feared for some time. One of WWE's biggest stars may never wrestle again. While the identity of this individual remains a topic of speculation, the larger issue of injury and the physical toll of professional wrestling is now being brought to the forefront. The future of this star, like so many others, remains uncertain, and wrestling fans around the world are left wondering what comes next. If all this is correct, we may be witnessing the end of an era, one that is marked by the rise of an iconic superstar and the painful reality of what it takes to be a part of the WWE machine. But one thing is for sure, regardless of what happens, the legacy of this star will live on, whether they step into the ring again or not. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.